Today on the list, the perfect food and wine pairings. Double your pleasure with a jump rope. And these are not your parents' scrapbooks.
I look at it as the punk rock version of scrapbooking.
Plus, how teenagers benefit from a summer job.
You have to learn to take a little bit of abuse, but not take it personally.
But up first, the best places to save money this April. It's your life, it's your list, and it starts right now.
Hey friends, I'm Christina Guerrero. Now, if there's one thing I can say about our friend Jimmy Rhodes is that he loves saving money. But what he loves more is telling everyone else how they can save money too. So, right in time for our annual spring cleaning, he is cleaning up on all the best deals. What to buy in April is our featured story at the top of the list.
If you dread April because of the tax deadline, good news. We're running down what to buy in April with John Matteries from Don't Waste Your Money. And in any change of season month, you're going to find deals on the outgoing season's clothing.
If you're looking for any type of cooler weather clothing, April is the month to get it. Anything related to winter is marked down 50, 60, 75% off. I know you don't want a winter coat in April, but you know what? You buy one now, and come October or November, you'll be styling for very little money.
And throughout the month, you'll find sales on supplies for home improvement.
Stores like Home Depot and Lowe's, they know people are starting to work on their homes, so you're gonna find sales on paint, scrapers, paintbrushes, anything to fix up the house. You'll find some good deals during the month of April.
Retailers like to peg sales to holidays, so look for some deals leading up to Easter, which this year falls on April 9th.
You're going to find lots of markdowns on Easter-related items, such as spiral ham. It's just like with turkeys on Thanksgiving. They mark down the hams in the week leading up to Easter.
Because ham, of course, comes from that long-standing symbol of the Easter season, the lamb. Wait, no, that's not right. What, bunnies? Come on, help an almost vegan out. It's pigs, right? I don't know what pigs have to do with Easter, but ham will be on sale, so
buy two, freeze one for later in the year. You're not going to find great deals on Easter eggs, though, because egg prices are still high this spring.
But as an almost vegan, I know all the good egg substitutions. So this year, let the kids color and hide mashed up chickpeas. Just as fun. And if you're one of those folks that keeps Michael's in business by decorating for every single holiday.
Starting the Monday after Easter, you'll find markdowns on bunnies and every sort of decoration you could possibly want for Easter time.
So take them straight from the car right up to the attic for next year. And how about a newer holiday with sales of its own? Earth Day on April 22nd.
Look for sales on organic and sustainable products. Whole Foods runs days of specials connected with Earth Day. If you're looking for organic cosmetics or cleaning products for your house, the Earth Day sale is the time to buy it.
Okay, John, how about some things to wait on?
You're not going to find that many great deals on patio sets and on grills because they're just going on sale now and stores are not running great markdowns on them. If you're looking to get a new patio set or a grill, you might want to wait for the Memorial Day sales,
or even better, Labor Day, when they'll be on clearance. Finally, every month has National Something Day. What is it in April?
One of my favorite food days of the year is National Soft Pretzel Day. Think about it. Anytime you go to the mall, somebody wants a soft pretzel. Well, you're going to find great deals on soft pretzels on National Pretzel Day.
It's on April 26th. And John, how do you take your pretzels?
Give me a warm, soft pretzel and some butter sauce to dip it into, and I am good to go.
I'm a mustard guy myself, but let's not fight. What to buy in April is at the top of the list.
Well, if journaling sounds boring, it may be time to supercharge your experience with junk journaling. This latest craze blends writing with mixed media art, and we are looking at this fascinating pastime and how to get started.
These handmade books are like no other. They're what's being deemed junk journals.
I look at it as the punk rock version of scrapbooking. You're adding things that you already have on hand, even if they don't match, but because it's meaningful to you, you incorporate in there so that it tells a story.
Life can get a little messy. That represents it.
Yes.
More and more people are getting creative with them, so we turn to artist Kathy Cano Murillo, aka the Crafty Chica, for a full breakdown to get you started.
Crafty Chica Chica, is your brain always in crafting mode?
Yes,
It is. No matter what you do, I can see it.
Now, the origin of junk journals dates back to the early 2000s when they became an alternative to scrapbooking.
Because there were a lot of people who maybe wanted to go outside the pages or outside the lines and not be as perfect as scrapbooking.
People being a little rebellious.
Yes, exactly.
Crafting enthusiasts ditched expensive materials and instead used things like envelopes, maps, and old magazines that would otherwise get discarded.
They could recycle, use what they have, and make that tell just as valuable and beautiful of a story as if you had bought items at the store.
Gathering materials should come easy, and what's inside them should be easy too.
So you can turn everything into an opportunity for your junk journal.
Build pages around a theme. We chose to focus on some of our favorite places.
And while you're gluing it down, you could start thinking like, why did I choose this cactus paper? And then maybe you say, okay, Phoenix.
Start building from there. Even incorporate a common feature of junk journals, pockets for keepsakes.
Like if you have like a little knickknack, what do I do with the dried up flower? You
Yes.
just throw that in there.
And remember, junk journals are about finding beauty in the imperfections.
When everything doesn't match, it all matches. Everybody's book is going to be completely different from each other because we're all different from each other. Our stories are so special and unique.
The possibilities are endless, and once you've completed a journal, their future purpose is also up to you.
I like to save them on my bookshelf, and every so often I will just open them and read them. And they make me so happy.
They could even become a one-of-a-kind handmade gift.
Could gift them like to a bride so she can collect pictures and mementos from her special day. So it's a good idea just to keep them, get into the moment, capture the moment, and then when you put it away and come back, it's a gift from your past self.
And that's your 101 guide on how to cherish sweet memories.
Enjoyed my day with Crafty Chica. Dink!
With the help of some junk journaling.
A summer job is a rite of passage for many American teens, but the truth is some kids need a little prep to get ready for this big step. So Zach Perry's looking at how to make sure your kid is up to speed so they can succeed at their first job.
Whether it's fast food or customer service, your teen's first job will be chock full of new challenges.
Make sure that your teen is going to be ready for it, and make sure that they can handle all the demands that are going to go along with increased responsibilities.
Licensed clinical social worker Michael Klinkner has a primer on these 3 soft skills that will help ensure they are ready to enter the workforce. Now, starting off with communication.
The way they talk with their coworkers and trying to communicate who's doing what. That's one set of communication. How you talk to your boss. That's a very different communication.
This is a skill that Michael says is critical for teens to get right as they grow into the workforce.
How you talk to them and what you say, your tone, how you look nonverbally.
Then there's customer communication, which can be a challenge.
How you say to them, they're always right. You have to learn to take a little bit of abuse, but not take it personally.
Companies like McDonald's make service a point of emphasis in their training videos.
Hello, what would you like today?
Clocking into our second spot, time management.
In a job, lots of the tasks are going to be, I need you to do this by then.
He says the focus on time management must include time for things outside of the job as well.
Balance that idea of time management between doing my job, which is going to suck up like 15 free hours a week or so, and I have to get all the schoolwork done.
The last item on Michael's teen job prep checklist is teamwork. He says this is a difficult concept for many teens to learn.
There's a couple different parts to it. First off is that you're not too good for any job, no matter what your position is.
They will be tasked with additional duties.
If you're a server at a restaurant, you still have to vacuum the floors or mop the floors. You're not above cleaning up. You're not above bussing your own tables. You're not above pitching in on dishes if you have to.
He says most parents are nervous about their kid's first job, but to take it in stride.
There's a little bit of, I know you're not ready, shove them out of the nest anyway. It's okay. They'll figure it out or they won't. But then they get to learn from it and not make that same set of mistakes next time.
Learning the tough road of entry-level jobs.
Great, that comes to 253.
To master the skills of life.
Still to come on the list.
I'm surprised that you have a pizza and wine.
How to pick the perfect wine for dinner.
Oh, this is delightful.
And an animal sanctuary that thrives on anarchy.
Oh, good morning, guys and girl.
Plus, why Taylor Swift's tour is a must-see event.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me.
All that and more ahead on the list.
Everybody agrees.
Hey guys, welcome back. You know, one thing that can make a good meal great or a great meal spectacular is serving it with the perfect wine. Jimmy's taking your next dinner party up a level with these food and wine pairings.
What pairs better together with your favorite meal than a nice glass of wine?
You need to find little victories on a normal day, right? And you need to find reasons to celebrate. And in my household, in our household here at the resort, we do that with food.
To learn what wines pair best with your favorite dishes, we spoke with executive chef Michael DiMaggi and sommelier Troy Tranzo at Gila River Resorts and Casinos. Starting with steak.
We have Heritage Angus, and then we have a very, very spectacular tomahawk that has 28 days of dry aging on it prior to getting wet aged. So
This is what they brought up to the Flintstones that tipped their car over.
yes, that is correct.
And we're pairing it with a Cabernet.
So a cab has this component to it called tannin, right? It's kind of that drying component that you have on your palate that almost sounds like it sucks the moisture out of your mouth, right? Well, when you have that harmony of sipping the wine and eating each morsel of steak, you kind of have this great play on a refreshed bite and then a little sip of the wine.
Oh, that's delicious.
Next up, pizza.
It's really fun to show how something everyday like this can be elevated by introducing wine into the program.
All right, so when I think of pizza, I usually think of pizza and beer. So I'm surprised that you have a pizza and wine.
We need to
pairing.
change that real quick.
All right.
What grows together goes together. So, pizza, Italian.
Yes, Italian wine.
There we go.
For our pizza, we're pairing it with a Chianti Classico.
Chianti is probably the most widely accessible. The grape is Sangiovese, and Sangiovese has this great knack of elevating food flavors. Pizza is probably one of the most diverse things that anybody can order. Everybody has their own kind of preferences on what they enjoy, whether it be pepperoni, cheese, or a veggie pizza, right? And so there's this lively crispness that can elevate some of these flavors.
Oh, this is delightful. This actually has a bouncy taste. Does that make any sense at all?
Yeah, it's really alive on the palate.
And lastly, lamb.
Lamb is an underutilized protein here in the U.S., and it's gaining more and more traction as people are understanding that it's not that gamey off meat that they're used to or that they think that they have the perception of.
This might be unfamiliar to people, so they might not know where to even begin pairing.
So, Syrah, you have an element of thyme, basil, rosemary, which is a classic coating for lamb. If you like those fuller-bodied red wines, Syrah is the unsung hero, and it's something I think you might want to explore, and you're really going to enjoy it.
Wow. Holy moly, I don't know what to say except that it's very complimentary.
Let's raise a glass to the perfect pairings.
Women's History Month might wrap up tomorrow, but we still have plenty of time to celebrate women who are dedicated to create change. Their hard work reminds us kindness wins. First up is a retired NASA astronaut who combined her passion for art and space to start a nonprofit that now reaches thousands of children around the world.
Mostly in hospitals, refugee centers, orphanages.
The Space for Art Foundation started in 2018 and provides art and wellness programs where children get to learn about the wonders of space and even get to see some of their artwork get made into spacesuits.
We started in one hospital in Houston, and now our last suit that we created, Beyond, has artwork from at least one child in 192 countries.
Learn more about them at spaceforartsfoundation.org. Such a unique concept, very cool. All right, up next is a woman who gave up a six-figure job in New York City to pursue her passion for rehabilitating goats in need.
Good morning, guys and girl.
Leanne Loracella runs Goats of Anarchy, a New Jersey-based nonprofit that started in 2016 and has now expanded to become a safe haven for hundreds of farm animals.
We take in animals of all kinds, but our focus is on goats with disabilities. Our animals have diverse challenges that range from blindness to deformity and even neurological disorders. They never cease to inspire us. and we hope they'll inspire you too.
Aren't those goats so cute? I love that. You can learn more at goatsofanarchy.org. And finally, we celebrate the thousands of women across the globe coming together for the joy of Double Dutch. They are part of the 40-plus Double Dutch Club, started in Chicago by best friends Pamela Robinson and Katrina Dyer-Taylor.
I was going through a really difficult period in my life, and I was in search of a happy place.
Women over 40 form friendships as they also work on their mental and physical well-being.
We are women over 40, and God has led us to bring joy to women through Double Dutch, and so that's what we do.
Since 2016, the club has expanded to include groups across the U.S. and internationally. Find details at 40plusdoubledutchclub.org. So cool. And those are 3 women-led stories that prove kindness wins. When we come back, let's get you excited for some live music. We're showcasing some of the world's biggest stars whose tours are coming to a city near you. You won't want to miss it.
Watch The List anytime.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Learn to play a new sport.
Here we go.
Try a new recipe.
That is like a warm hug. I love it.
Find money-saving tips.
So you're saving money while you're making money.
All on YouTube. Plus, you can watch The Guest List, our exclusive online-only series with extended cuts of The List's celebrity interviews. Go to youtube.com, search The List Show TV, and hit subscribe.
We are back. All right, last year, bands shook off COVID and got back on stage, and they are back at it big time in 2023. Hattie DeJamal is highlighting some upcoming music tours that'll have crowds on their feet.
2022 might have marked the return of live music, but turns out 2023 is about to get even better.
I think 2022 was a little bit of like a soft launch in terms of returning to touring. 2023 is going to be the huge year of everybody outside and enjoying themselves.
Jason Lipschutz, executive director of music at Billboard, highlights 4 stars whose tours are coming to a city near you. Starting with Taylor Swift.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me.
The Eras Tour will support all of her studio albums, including her latest, titled Midnights.
When you think about all of the chatter around the demand behind these Taylor Swift tickets, what that reflects to me is just how enormous Taylor Swift is. This is going to be her biggest tour to date.
Find details at taylorswift.com/events.
Everybody agrees.
Up next is Lizzo.
In case nobody told you today, you're special.
Her special tour kicked off last fall, but will make its return to the U.S. starting in April.
She's such a force of personality that people want to root for her. I think she's going to make a lot of people really happy on the road.
Ticket info is available at lizzomusic.com/tour. Let's move on to heavy metal legends Metallica. U.S. dates for their M72 World Tour kick off in August and will follow the band's upcoming album titled 72 Season, which drops April 14th.
This is them just continuing to do what they've been doing for 40 years at this point, and that is play an absolutely electric hard rock show that's going to appeal to a mass audience with some new songs sprinkled in, but a lot of hits.
Check out Metallica.com/tour for details. We'll wrap it up with Sam Smith. The North American leg of Gloria the Tour kicks off this summer and marks the star's first official U.S. tour since 2018.
Really happy for Sam and really excited to see this show because they have one of the best voices in pop music.
Ticket info is available at samsmithworld.com/live. We're getting you pumped for some of the world's biggest stars on tour.
Some great concerts coming up, which might cost you, so don't quit your day job just yet. We are breaking down the new workplace trend, rage applying. Last on our list is next. Welcome back, friends. It's time for what's last on our list. And a new workplace catchphrase jumping into our social hashtags from theskim.com. What is rage applying? Well, it's a step up from quiet quitting. Are we all tired of that one yet? I know I am. It's when someone applies to hundreds of new jobs in rage. I mean, why so angry, people? Well, it's usually because someone's been looked over for a promotion, maybe didn't get the raise they'd hoped for, or they're just bummed with their position. And it's worked for some people, on TikTok anyway. Some really PO'd folks reportedly getting raises. But experts say slow your roll. Not all great decisions are made when you're mad. Maybe accepting that new job might seem like a good idea in the moment, but maybe the job doesn't align with your career goals or interests. So, before quitting in anger, people, talk to your boss nicely. Think through your offers, and if you still gotta go, don't storm out. There are ways to leave not angry. I mean, I don't know about you, but when I'm enraged, I will scream into a pillow. But hey, if logging into your LinkedIn does it for you, better that than punching your boss. Am I right? And that's what's last on our list. Thanks for watching, friends. We'll see you next time.
Tomorrow on the list, we'll help you help yourself.
Make a wish, son.
With inspiration from Broadway.
That's the wall in his head, and all he wants to do is get beyond it.
Science.
We may think it's our personality, but it's not who we really are.
We grow and we change throughout our lifetime.
And from an unlikely source. Let the list help you help yourself tomorrow.